live. Big up everyone. What are we saying to people? It's been a minute since we've been live. Yes, Brett May, not Brett May. Big up, hope you're well. What are we saying, people? I'll tell you something, right? These new Skittles are Z1. Now then, we'll wait for a few to jump in. Oh. I've got still ill, still not feeling right. But we're going to try and get a gym session in tonight. Sweating out of us. Can't seem to get this. Is he working? There we go. So yeah, what we say, people. Apparently Decca Heggie is making a return. We've also got JDP apparently interviewing Big Daddy G. So we'll get into that in a minute. Let me just Hey, that's quite class as well. Big Johnny Fisher and Dave Allen. Obviously, they both had two absolute wars in boxing. And then if Johnny Fisher's moved in with Dave Allen, and they're currently training together, so that's quite interesting. Big Dave Allen, as we all know, beat Johnny Fisher in that rematch quite convincingly, knocked him spark out. And it seems Johnny Fisher's now moved in with Dave Allen. And they're sparring together and doing all types of training together, which is quite good in my opinion. But yeah. Johnny's making Johnny Cage. Yes, Matt. Hey, after that second fight, it won't surprise me. Big Dave Allen dealt with him, didn't he? Absolutely smoked Johnny Fisher, so he did. Yes, big up, Matt. I'm still full of a cold and not feeling well, me people. I'm going to go get a gym session in and try sweat it all out. I'm just literally saying that, Matt, yeah. I don't feel too bad, but stop being sick and all that sort of shit, but I still feel under the weather, as they say. Are you fighting the jizz? If he wants it, he can get it. He knows I want the fight. He knows I'll fight him. It's just whether he wants it on Hedgehogman's show, he's saying, and all this sort of stuff. So we could get it on any other show, but he wants it on that show in his hometown. I'm not asked. But yeah, big up. But yeah, this I've seen a lot of people talking about Decca might be returning and all this sort of stuff. And as I said in your little video the other day, Matt, when I commented on your video, I think it was your video or the base or someone like that, for me, Decca Heggie, he's 40 odd year old now. He's still living at home with his parents. Why he wants to come back on YouTube is laughable. For one, yeah, he might make a bit of money off it and all that sort of stuff, but look at the hate he gets, look at the comments, look at the shit his family has to go through every single time he's on YouTube. And as I've said, he's a 40 odd year old man, right, who's got nothing going for him. So why would you want to come back on YouTube? Yes, Jimmy. Here we go. There we go, my mate. The owner of Shara Shite is in the chat, people. Promoting as always, Jimmy. Yeah, that's the thing though, isn't it, Matt? It's his income. But for me, it's like sort you fucking, like I said, he's 40 odd year old. The man's an absolute, you'd think all the shit his family have been through just from this corner of YouTube, he wouldn't want to come back on it. But he's selfish. As you say, it's the only way he makes a bit of money. Can't get a job. He is a sick note. He's another one, a definition of a sick note. Big up, Jim. But yeah, to be honest, I was shocked when I seen that he would return, even though I sort of knew he would return anyway, because as you say, it's his only way of making a bit of money. But like for me, the guy gets terrorised on this corner of YouTube. I don't know why he'd want to come on. Cool story, old JDP's a wet fart. Yes, big up. He's not all that bad, JDP. He just talks a lot of crap. And is a bit of a wet fart, like. All fart, no poo, as they like to say. Danny G, a.k.a. Yeah, to be fair, Danny G's seems to be getting a lot of hate over these last couple of weeks, does Danny G. Biz said he was calling Brett out when he gets 1K subs. I've told him Brett will flatten him. Oh, mate, he's mad. He needs to take the fight with me first before taking anyone else. You're meant to be fighting them. He sounds a bit like JDP does, the old Biz. First he was fighting Mushrooms, then he was fighting Shadow Boxer, then he's fighting me. Now he's fighting Brett Mayer. He's still not fought any of us yet. He won't get past me. The big Biz. I'm happy to go to Newcastle and scrap the Biz. All respect, but I think I'll beat the Biz, no problem. Yeah, I don't think JDP's that bad, to be fair, but as I say, I like to wind him up. Like to antagonise him on videos, but he isn't that bad. He does talk some sense. He also talks a bit of shit. The Biz should fight Decca. Can you imagine? The Biz needs to just fight anyone. He's been saying he's going to fight me. And now he's talking about fighting Brett Mayer. Bit of a big step up, like. You're talking about fighting me and then talking about fighting Brett Mayer as two different people. That's it. Decca would annihilate him. Absolutely annihilate him. The Biz reckons he's going to fight Brett Mayer after 1,000 subs. That's quite interesting. Decca would retire him before he's even got his boxing career going on this corner of YouTube. And that'd be bad because then Decca would be getting good light for destroying someone in about 4 or 5 seconds when realistically nobody likes him. But yeah, the Biz, come take this fight. I'll come to Newcastle. I'll put it on you. We'll fight. We'll have a beer after it. And if you beat me, then you can start calling out Brett Mays and them sort of people. But we've not seen you fight yet, kid. Don't bite off more than you can chew, as they like to say. Yeah, I didn't see that one though, Matt. I didn't see that one. Liam sleeps the biz, in my opinion. Yes, Matt. Big up, brother. Big up. I reckon it'd be a decent fight, but I reckon I catch him. Especially if I hit him with one of them shots that I landed on Kudo. He's definitely getting put on his ass. If not put to kip. But yeah, I think it'd be a good little scrap. I think it'd be dangerous for around the biz because he'd come out swinging. He'd come out throwing windmills, but after the second round, he'd start to tire, and you'd catch him quite easy. That's just my opinion. I think it would be tough for the first round and a half though. He'd come out swinging, bit bigger than me as well, bit bigger in weight, but as I say, as long as you've got a bit of decent footwork, slip out the way, bang, counter shot. But yeah, the biz, if you want it, you can get it. I know you'll be watching. Big up, Matt. Matt made this fight happen if it happens. Matt beats us all. That is it. Matt will beat us all. I reckon you'd beat fucking Brett May, Matt, to be quite honest with you, brother. Flatten him. Have you thought about doing a white collar or anything like that, Matt? Have you thought about jumping in and having a do like? I know I think you said you would, wouldn't you? Couldn't believe that footy bet overnight. That footy bet loss that I put on. I think he ended up getting beat, didn't he? Oh no, I think he drew actually. No, he's definitely not. he's definitely not as soft as what people say, but I mean, like in a street fight and that, Brett's always dangerous. A big fella, isn't he? But I mean, under a professional rule set, when he comes up against a guy who's trained and who's right up for it, you're not just in a street who put on and there and then I don't think he's all that good. But when you're fighting in the street, it's different, or in a pub or something like that. But I mean, under professional rules like boxing or BKFC, I think he's quite low level. But yeah, street fight wise and all that sort of stuff. If you met him on street, he's gonna pick you up and bounce you off floor, if you're a couple of weights below him. I think, has he not always had that channel anyway? Not Brett Mays. I'm pretty sure he's had that. Pretty sure he's had that channel before, hasn't he? Journeys with JDP. He's a pad fighter. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, to be fair. I tell you, he's an absolute beast, people. That Joe Lister. I follow him now on Facebook and Instagram and that. What a beast he is. Joe Lister. Puts the work in as well, he does. I'm actually meant to be... I'll have some good content coming. Hopefully I will be better because I'm going to make sure that I'm all right for it. But everyone who watches boxing will know Mark Jeffers. I'm doing a training session with Mark Jeffers this Saturday. A one-to-one session with Mark Jeffers. So I'll be going to be getting some content with that. Big up Mark Jeffers, absolute legend. Yes, big up Matthew. Hope you're well. Big up my mate. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Mark Jeffers, professional boxer, great fighter. Fights out of Chorley, just round the corner from me. And yeah, I'll be doing a one-to-one session with him this Saturday. Pad work and all that sort of stuff. So you'll get to see some decent bit of boxing footage. Yeah, he's a good fighter, isn't he, Matt? I knew you'd know Jeffers. Yeah, I'll be training with him this Saturday, Matt. I'm looking forward to it. Big up Jeffers. Yeah, I got in contact with him. And this Saturday will be will be training like. So yeah, he is a good fighter. He just lost his. He was 18-0 before he fought his last fight, and that fight that he just fought could have gone either way. Definitely could have gone either way. That fight he just had, it was a great fight, but the other guy did get the decision. So, but listen, you don't lose in boxing, you learn. Big Jeffers will come back, get some footage. Yeah, definitely. That's what I have to. He'll get some footage as well, but I'll definitely be getting some footage. Like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Down at Jennings Gym, big up Jennings Gym. Some absolute killers in that gym. But yeah, people, what do you reckon then about this JDP and Danny G podcast? I like what you said, to be fair, Matt, with, we don't want him to come on this podcast and JDP just lick his ass and be like, oh, how many noses have you bit off, and how many guys have you took a shotgun off, and how many backflips have you done off that roof? We don't want to hear all that BS. We want to hear the real shit, what people have been asking for months and months and months. And I want JDP to put it right on him, especially if he's paying him as well. If you're paying this guy to come on your channel, you can ask him whatever the fuck you want. Can't see Danny going on. Yeah, I can't really see it happening, to be fair. But if it does happen, I do hope JDP asks him questions that ain't gonna none of us want to hear. Questions like we said: how many times have you robbed this guy? What have you done with this person? We've heard it all before. Yeah, that's the one, man. How many times have you done a backflip off the big one? There's a story going around about Danny G. Apparently, one day he's up big one, yeah. Big one breaks down at top. Everyone's having to abseil down it. Danny G said, no, watch this. He did a triple backflip off it, landed on his legs, and just walked off to the oblivion like it were nothing. So, yeah, we've heard that one story. We don't need to hear it again. And we don't need to hear about your golf stories, because we know you're a professional golf player. You beat Tiger Woods. You've had more hole-in-ones than any other golf player there is out there. We've heard it all. But I hope JDP does put on a bit good podcast if he does do it with him, especially if he's paying him. Because if he pays him and then don't ask him certain questions, then he's a bit of a mug. His wife can confirm it, yeah. Certainly can. She were there, like. Some of the stories that you do hear from him are absolutely legendary. His Sean Atwood podcast is class. Because Sean Atwood is just like, you don't even question him really much of the stuff that he's saying, but that shotgun story is the one that gets me every single time. It's not even like it was like boxes and boxes of the old smoke. It was literally like half a Z or something he were talking about, and bare people turned up with shotguns. It's like, get a grip, mate. Like, who do you think we are? But yeah, that's Danny G for you people. I remember even a couple of weeks ago I seen a video with Colatini offering him to fight on the BKFC card. It said, like, put your money where your mouth is, basically, and you can fight on this Birmingham card. And his ass fell through on that. He'd have got paid a fat wedge. The exposure that he'd have got from it fighting on the BKFC, just fighting on the BKFC anyway, is a big thing. And he never even took that opportunity up. So for me, that was when I didn't believe a lot of the stuff he said anyway. But as far as a fighter goes, if you get offered to fight on the BKFC, you take it no matter what, against no matter who it is. Win, lose, or draw, you just take that fight because you're a fighter. But yeah, Danny G didn't seem to want to fight on the BKFC. PSG Real Madrid tonight, people. I've not really been watching much of that Club World Cup, to be quite honest with you. But PSG Madrid tonight, I might have to put a little bet on it. Go at Jimmer. Did he actually? Did he really? Yeah. This is what I mean. How can you take this man seriously? Because he's abroad, isn't he? So he's saying he's beating Olympic swimmers now in Las Americas, wherever he is. Jesus Christ. Danny G. Imagine coming up with these imagine coming up with these lies right in your head. Telling them out on camera, on live on YouTube, day in, day out, for God knows how many years, because he's been on YouTube quite a long time. And knowing everything you say, well, 90% of what you say is utter BS. Is just I don't get it. I can't get my head around it. Yes, Dave, I hope you're well, my mate. Big up. I love that. Yeah, he was doing backstroke. Yes. Who's anyone seen that? Has anyone seen that swimmer who's in the Paralympics who's got like no arms and no legs, but every year turns up for the Paralympics and has it out like and does quite well, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, has anyone seen that fucking that Paralympic, as I say, with no arms and no legs? I'm gonna see if I can get it up. Let's see if I can get it up. Yeah, it's here. Right. Yeah, this honestly, this Paralympic here, no arms, no legs, and to be quite honest with you, people who are out there saying, I can't do that, I can't do this, well, trust me, you can. Right. So. Okay.
Make it happen now. Know you wanna hit that. Right, make you sweat. I'm gonna make you lose your breath. I'm gonna make you lose your breath. I'm gonna make you lose your breath. Right, make you sweat.
Where's the does well as well. But I don't think he comes last. Honestly,
whether you're running down the wing for England or running your own business, you hit more.
It's Kasturina and Kostakis go in lanes 1 to 8. First out is a man who claimed a bronze medal in the 100 freestyle at his home games of Athens 12 years ago, Yanis Kostakis. Going in lane 1 from Mexico, it's Christopher Tronco, silver in this event. Quarter Rio 2016 in just 4 events and looking to close out After the world record in the heats, the gold now. Tronco, Dunko, Huang Li, Vinoradets, Castorena, and Kostakis. China looking for the clean.
But yeah, imagine having no arms, no legs, and still being able to swim. Fair play. Fair play, like. Right. Danny G's alive right now as we speak. Let's see what Danny G's saying.
I'll tell this time as fuck. More time. I've caught it today though.
The mere man
You'll
himself.
see over the next few days as I start.
Danny
It's got a
G.
bit red, but it'll go brown. I don't peel, I don't burn. Yeah. I just go brown. So yeah, you'll see over the next few days as my colour will start to deepen.
At the minute he is.
I'm great official over you. Now we're not out all night, mate, so no one wants to know.
We're kicking off.
We are alright, Chris. How are you doing, bro? We are in Almeida now, bro. Well, we're in Gulf de Serre actually, but right now we're in Almeida now. Got another one? Your choice, man. This is your cocktail bar, babe. Come on. You're the cocktail person, so I'm just here for the right, babe. I'm not. It's not my thing, babe. So I'm just here doing what you do. I'm just copying this kind of juice. Since we laid on that beach over there, I was like, that's it. 10 juice time.
Do you not think, like, some of the stuff he says, knowing that he's on live, is like cringy? I don't know, is it just me?
So I only had one doobie in there, innit? I was like, no, it's 10 juice time. Let's get the cocktail bar. It's had a rough day. It's had a rough day yesterday, bless her. I took her to Benidorm 2.0.
What I mean?
Oh, see, last night when we laid in bed, it was funny, wasn't it? Because I'm saying to you for ages, can you smell that? And you're like,
something the cringiest.
Not really. And then after a while, I swear it was about 2 o'clock this morning. Right, you woke up, and that was just before you went to sleep, and you went, I can fucking smell it now. I was like, I told you, I've been able to smell it all night. Everywhere I walked, well, just I could smell the same thing. It was just like a weird, sickly smell in the air. It was horrible.
Try washing your feet then, you dirty.
You give for your 40th, fair play, Chris. Fair play. Where's the list gone today? Today? Have a list.
He does believe that he is a super.
Can do a bit of my testing.
That he could do 2 triple back off the
I
bit.
broke my back.
He
Spinal.
could probably swim from Spain to the UK within 3 hours. Danny G for you.
Hello, host. We sat here drinking the best fucking pina coladas I've ever had. These are delicious, host.
Oh, they are the best.
They're not that bad, neither. I think they're about €8 each. $7.50 for what, £6? It's not bad, is it, for that? It's not bad, is it, for that, mate? That's a drink and a half, mate. I'll tell you what, did you watch the training session? My chest is tender today. Ryan, you got off golf vlog when I'm here, bro. Sunday. Playing golf here, buddy. Let's go.
Oh, don't start looking at your goal. Start getting angry.
What are you saying then? What we doing?
No,
I'm easy. You can't stop stealing my words, babe. I'm easy like Sunday morning. You have to think of another one. You can't use that one. That's mine, babe.
Stop stealing my words. You're gonna have to think. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Big Tony there. But yeah, stop stealing my words, he says.
You have to think of another one. You can't use that one. That's mine, babe. Don't look at me like that, mate. That's cocktail face.
All that. Danny G owned certain words in the Bible. Should I say the dictionary? Danny G owns words now. God, this man is a superhero.
Are we going to have one more, are we? We're going to have one more, are we? We'll pay for these on the card. We'll pay for these on the card. think.
Imagine being sat on your
I'm
holiday,
paying 18, bro.
sat chilling, enjoying sun, and this cunt's live, sipping pina coladas while you're in background.
It's going to be €65 for the round, 40 euro for the club player, and €40 for the golf buggy. So €145. So about 128 quid, something like that. Yes, right. I'm going to tell you something now, bro. I don't give a fucking shit what I score. I'm going to tell you that now. I don't care. I'm not using my own clubs. I'm back to them. I don't know what clubs they're going to give me. I ain't got a clue. I can have the basic pack, the normal pack, or the exclusive pack. The basic pack is $22.50, I think. The normal pack, golf clubs wise, is $30, and the exclusive pack is $40. Well, I'm obviously going to pay the fucking extra €10 for the best clubs I can get. Right? And last time I was there, I got tailor-made to items. I'm going to a different course this time, so I don't know if it's the same clubs. I don't know, but I'm not going to use clubs as an excuse, man. They will be slightly different. They're going to go different distances to my clubs, right? Unless they're the fucking same. So they're going to be slightly different distances, but I've got rough distances in mind for every club within 10 yards. Yeah, so there's no excuses for me, man. I don't give a fuck what score I get there. I don't care. I genuinely do not give a fuck.
Oh,
I'm here for the experience, mate. You'll see this smile from ear to ear for the whole round, no matter what I score. I'd like to score 85 or under. I would like to.
What's the bet that he's fuming by the third hole?
Obviously. Yeah, but if I score 90 or 95 or even 100, probably unlikely that. Like, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm just going to be buzzing all day, mate. You're going to see me absolutely buzzing my tits off on golf course all day just because of where I am in it.
Right, shut up now. You're boring me. We're not asked about your shitty golf. But yeah, as you can just see there, people, Danny G, delusional as hell. He's also been saying today that he's beat Olympic swimmers and all this sort of stuff while he's an oldie. But yeah, I hope we see a JDP podcast with him. And I sort of hope JDP ask him certain questions, but I don't see it happening. I think Danny G will flap his knickers. And if it does happen, JDP probably won't even ask him the questions we all want him to be asked. So, yeah. Decca Heggie returning, as I said, people. That guy needs to sort his life out before thinking about coming back on YouTube. You know, you live at home with your mum. Your whole family's been terrorised for years and years because of your actions on YouTube and outside of YouTube. You big weirdo. So, yeah, stay off YouTube and get a job or something. But, yeah, I think I'm going to end it there, people. I'm about to go to the gym at R5. I'm going to try to sweat this illness out of me. And then we'll be live for the PSG versus Real Madrid game tonight. Club World Cup semi-final. PSG versus Real Madrid. And yeah, Real Madrid. I reckon they'll go through, to be quite honest with you. There's a lot of... I'm quite surprised how heavy favourites... Well, not heavy favourites, but I mean, how many people are already saying it's a Chelsea versus PSG final. But yeah, I think Real Madrid will probably beat them, to be quite fair. But PSG are no joke this season, especially this last season anyway. It's hard to say this season, last season, because season's ended, but the fucking players are still playing in Club World Cup and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, we'll be going live for that one tonight, people. 8 p.m. PSG Real Madrid. Will Mbappe score against his old club? Funny that I seen that the other week as well. Mbappe hospitalised. I started looking at the article, started reading it, looked into it a little bit. It fucking turns out he had the shits. Mbappe, this is the thing with football players. He'd been hospitalised because he had the runs, he had the poo-poos. Little Mbappe was in hospital. Oh my God. Honest to God, people. But yeah, the Biz as well. Let's make it happen. Liam versus the Biz. Let's make it happen. And then if you beat me, you can start talking about Brett May. But yeah, I think Brett May would flatten you in about 4 seconds. But yeah, people, I'm going to jump off. Big up absolutely everyone who's jumped in, you all legends. Hopefully we can get this monetization back as well, start getting memberships, start doing members only lives and stuff like that. because I got the membership set up and then I lost the fucking monetization. Just my luck. So, yeah, I'll catch you at 8 o'clock, people. Big up everyone. Peace.